So yeah, welcome back to another video slash breakdown of the trades I took this week. Basically, a trade I took this week. Let me put my phone on do not disturb. A trade I took this week on Euro USD, and basically what I'll be looking forward to going into next week. Basically, a forecast, and yeah. So basically, we're gonna start with the trade breakdown of Euro USD. So basically, I had taken this trade uh, Thursday evening. So I held the trade throughout the day yesterday, but then uh, my TP didn't hit yesterday. So I'm looking to hold this trade up until this level here, this high. So yeah, but I'll keep you guys updated on how I managed to close this trade if it does hit the TP. But if I see that it's playing around, I might close it manually. But yeah, basically this was my plan when I saw price leaving this fair value gap on the 4 hour slash on the daily. So if you watch the previous video, you'll know that I had my eyes on this fair value gap that formed on Wednesday, I think. So yeah, the trade was very simple. It was exactly the same like the previous trade I'd taken. It was a M15 and an M5 entry. So price gave me a reaction of the it gave me a reaction in the daily fair value gap, and after the initial reaction, price gave me an entry. So I took the trade and I've been holding the trade ever since. So quite easy setup, quite simple. So price went into this, I think this was news. Price tapped into this 4 hour slash daily, and after that price gave a nice V-shaped reaction. And after this V-shaped reaction, price had given me a fair value gap on the 5 minute. So that's where I took the entry. I'm gonna attach the screenshots as usual and the running profits of the trade on MetaTrader, just to show you that I really did take the trade. But yeah, that was the setup. Price mitigating a higher time frame fair value gap and giving me a lower time frame entry model, which was very simple. V-shaped reaction and a fair value gap on the lower time frame, which was in this trade, it was a 5 minute fair value gap. So I took the trade, and my target initially was these highs, but then when I saw on the 4 hour that these highs aren't really highs that I expect to hold, I told myself that I might as well take the trade to the highs, because that's my expectation anyway. But if price doesn't reach the highs, in which I doubt, then it doesn't. My stop loss is at break even, I think. So yeah, the reason why I didn't want to had this as my target was because price had this fair value gap here, this fair value gap here. But then when I saw price break through it, I realized that the only thing left now is this high. So that's why I'm holding this trade to that high. So yeah, it's gonna give me a potential of a 1:8, I think, or 10, I'm not sure. But currently on my 500k, I'm running a 1:4. But I will attach the screenshots. As I said, I'm gonna attach the screenshots of the trade. But the trade was very, very simple. Higher time frame. Let me make an example. As I said, so this is how I trade. If price has a leg, I expect price to come back, take liquidity off the high, come back and rebalance somewhere within the the expansion, and then I'm gonna take the trade to the highs, which, as I said, I expect price to take external range liquidity and come rebalance in the internal leg. So basically, that's what had happened with this Euro USD trade. So price had taken a high, expanded, left me a higher time frame fair value gap, came back into the fair value gap, tapped it, gave me a lower time frame entry model, and now my target is the previous high, because that's where now the available liquidity is. So yeah, very, very simple entry. Um, But yeah, that's about it when it comes to this trade. Nothing much really. It was just a simple setup that I had. So yeah, going into to next week, I expect the same thing to happen. So let's just fix this out. Mm. So going into next week, what I expect of price is that price is going to continue with the momentum, meaning that I expect price to come take this high, which is this one here, take the high, leave me a high time frame fair value gap around these areas, come back, give me the same entry model that I had gotten here to then continue the trade up until price shows me that it doesn't want to continue higher anymore. So basically that's the setup I have. And now going into GBP USD, I had the exact same setup. I had the exact same setup with the Euro USD. So yeah, this was the fair value gap that we marked out on the previous video. We were expecting price to come back to this fair value gap, tap, and then take the highs. And price really pushed, pushed through the highs and continued. So now going into next week, I expect price to pull back to something on the daily and continue going higher. That as simple as that. That's the setup I'm looking for if I'm gonna take a trade on GU next week. So yeah. Uh-huh. So what I expect is that price is gonna leave me something here on the daily, meaning price can leave this gap on Monday. So if price does leave this gap on Monday, I would expect Tuesday to come back, test, and then come take the highs maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. But if price doesn't do that and does otherwise, meaning price comes now and closes this gap here, meaning I won't have a what do you call this, a fair value gap on the daily time frame, then I'll simply just stay away from the setup because that's what I'm looking for. And if I don't get what I'm looking for, I don't think I'm gonna take the setup. So yeah, that's my outlook on GBP to continue this buys up until this initial high is taken. So if I do get opportunity to take the trade, I'm gonna take the trade around here, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. If price does leave me the gap on Monday and then Tuesday comes back, taps in, and then Wednesday gives me that expansion move to these highs. And then when price comes to these highs, I'm gonna monitor how price is reacting. And if price is reacting in a way that I'm happy with, then I might even hold the trade. This is now if I do take the trade. I might even take the trade to the previous high, which are these highs here. So yeah, that's the setup I'm looking for. It's a very easy setup, very high probability. But if price doesn't give me that, then I'll simply just stay off the charts. But for now, my focus is going to be on Euro USD and the trade that I'm currently holding. So yeah, that's it for this video. And if you do like the video and if you do like the content that I'm providing, please do leave a like. And yeah, thank you for watching.